A new trailer for Arkham Knight has been released, and with this new trailer, we got another delay for the game. It's not that big of a delay though, and to soothe your anger, Rocksteady actually put out a good gameplay chunk of the game. Today we're gonna discuss what's new about this gameplay trailer. I'm Globku from Magical Noob. Welcome to Arkham Talk, episode 23. It's not the first time that Rocksteady gives us some goodies only to then delay their game. If you recall, last time the game was delayed from October 2014 to somewhere around 2015, Rocksteady unveiled battle mode for their Batmobile. This time they stepped it up quite a notch with the Officer Down trailer. This is probably my favorite one of all the trailers released so far. It's 7 minutes of uninterrupted gameplay footage and shows quite a number of interesting gameplay mechanics we've heard about but haven't seen before, or straight up things we'd never even heard about. But first things first, Arkham Knight's been delayed to June 23rd. If you recall, its previous release date was on June 2nd, so it's not that big of a delay. Which would lead me to believe that this is a marketing strategy above all else. Warner Brothers has another game coming out in June, which is LEGO Jurassic World, which should tie in with the Jurassic World movie, which comes out on June 15th. My personal guess is that by postponing the Arkham Knight's release date, they can market the shit out of their LEGO game without the fear of overshadowing Arkham Knight. Because if Arkham Knight comes out and then the LEGO game comes out, you know, there can be some overshadowing there because Warner Brothers, it's a big company. Sure, it has the budget to promote two things, but put all of that budget into a single title, their marketing campaign becomes even more successful. And by putting Arkham Knight after the LEGO game's release, there's no danger of overshadowing, and by the time it comes out, probably everyone will be over their Jurassic World game anyway. But let's get down to business, analyzing some goodies that this trailer has brought to us. The trailer shows off two new abilities that are gadget related. The first one is a chain grapple. Batman grapples a building, as he always does, and while he's reeling himself in, a button prompt appears for a second grapple, as he successfully chains two grapples together for a faster climb. This new ability makes total sense since there are a lot of taller buildings this time around, and you kinda needed a way to get over obstacles faster. This seems like the perfect solution. The second ability was one that we've heard about before, but we haven't actually seen it until now. At any moment, you can use your line launcher to create a platform for Batman to oversee the city. In this case, it's used to start combat from a vantage point, and this allows him to use a fear takedown. We have covered fear takedowns in the past, and one of the questions we posed was whether or not this takedown could only be used on armed thugs. That's proven not to be true. Batman initiates combat with a fear takedown on unarmed thugs in this trailer, meaning it can be used on any enemy who is unaware. Speaking of combat, here's one very obvious change, which is the bar on the left. I don't think the bar itself changes anything in the combat system, it's only there for showing you when your special moves and takedowns become available. What seems to have changed, and that's perhaps the reason for the bar to even exist, is the number of hits required to perform these moves. In the previous Batman games, takedowns would become available on a ×8 combo. This could be later upgraded, but let's stick with the number 8 for now. After you execute a takedown, you needed another 8 moves to execute the next one. This time around, it seems that special moves become available at a ×9 combo. And interestingly enough, if you don't drop the combo, it will only require 5 more moves to execute the next one. So this is another incentive for you to keep the free flow going and rewards you by giving you special takedowns in a shorter amount of time. While we're on the subject of combat, we got to see some new moves as well. First, the wildly mentioned weapon steal. Batman steals a baseball bat from a thug, which he then uses when he strikes and counters until the bat eventually breaks. Another ability we get to see, not necessarily from Batman himself, but from the thugs he's fighting. It seems that they've learned to do more than just punch Batman. This time we can see a thug grabbing him from behind. You can counter this, it seems there's a small window to do so, but if the thugs grab you, it might actually be beneficial to you. First of all, your free flow combo doesn't break, and second, as you tap the square button to break out of his grab, your combo meter goes up by 4. One more punch and you're good for another takedown. We've got 2 more combat abilities, and these are my favorites on this trailer. First, Batman strikes his enemy, he falls, but Batman quickly picks him up and goes into a beatdown. This doesn't seem to be a special move since the gauge on the left is not full, which would suggest you can do this at any time. Is this a variation on the quick ground strikes that they've mentioned before? I'm curious. And the last one is a triple cape stun, which we've seen in the franchise since Arkham Asylum, but now it can be chained with a kick, which seems very natural. It's one of those small integrations the game's been asking for a long time, so I'm very pleased to see it. After the combat scene, we go into a pursuit on the Batmobile. First thing I noticed was the button prompt to perform a donut. Now, I knew it was possible to do donuts with a Batmobile, but I sure as hell didn't expect a button prompt to do it, which begs the question, are donuts just for show or do they actually have some utility to them? And I'm gonna say they might be useful in some situations. As we can see from the end of the trailer, Batman summons the Batmobile and it will face a certain direction. But what if that's not the direction you want to go towards? What if you wanted to go the opposite way? That's exactly what the donut is for. It will spin the Batmobile and you can stop it when it's facing the desired direction. Another small detail put into the game so you don't become stuck or have to fight the environment to turn yourself around. Although I could appreciate the humor in Batman Austin Powersing himself. And one more thing we probably all noticed during the Batmobile chase scene, the car is able to dodge missiles. The car itself will strafe right and left if you need to dodge incoming attacks. Something similar to what we've seen in battle mode, but it seems that it will also be possible during pursuit mode. And that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about. As usual, if you haven't seen the trailer yet, links in the description. It does contain some minor spoilers, which is why I choose to focus these videos on gameplay aspects of the game. And most of you guys know this already, but these videos are a team effort. So if there's anything I've missed or anything that you guys would like me to cover in more detail, leave it in the comments. While you're down there, click the like button and subscribe for more Arkham Knight. I've been Globku. Take care, everyone. See you next time.